partakers
Yeah.
of flesh
And blood.
and blood.
He also himself.
Listen, listen, listen.
Amen.
Warning, warning,
That's right.
warning.
Amen.
Listen,
He also himself
he also himself
likewise
likewise
took part
took all.
took part
Took part of what?
of the same.
No, he took all the same.
Took part of the same.
No, he took all the same.
Took part of the same.
Hold that.
Amen.
8th chapter of the book of Romans.
Romans chapter 8.
I want to show you what do it mean when it says he took part
Took part.
of the same.
That's right.
8th chapter of the book of Romans.
Romans chapter 8, and we'll start at verse 1.
Read it fast.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them.
I want, he was made
Right.
in the likeness. Listen.
Now in the book of Romans chapter 8 and at verse 5.
Come on, son.
For they that, at verse 3.
All right.
For what the law could not do,
In that,
it was weak through the flesh.
what did God do?
God sending his own son
How
in the light,
was the son sent?
in the likeness of sinful flesh.
No, he had sinful flesh.
In the likeness of sinful flesh.
No, he had it.
In the likeness of sinful flesh.
No, he had it.
In the likeness of sinful flesh. Likeness.
He came looking like you,
That's right.
but he wasn't like you.
Right.
There was something that we had
That's right.
that he didn't have.
Didn't have
He took part
part of the same.
of the same.
For as much then.
He took part.
Right.
Book of John, quickly.
St. John chapter 1.
Listen at this.
And we'll start at verse 12.
All right.
But as many as received them, to them gave he power to become the sons of God.
Yes.
Even to them that believe on his name.
He didn't come here by the will of the flesh. In other words, there was no physical involvement.
That's right.
There was no lust involved.
That's right.
Because that would be the will of the flesh.
Right.
What else?
Nor
No.
of the will of man.
In other words, there was no seed
Right.
from a man's lower nature
Yeah.
for his arrival.
That's right.
How did he get here?
Blood of God.
That was made him the only begotten.
That's right. That's right.
Not of blood.
Not of blood.
Not of blood.
Amen.
How can you beat of the seed of David and yet not of blood?
Amen.
You of the seed of David and not of blood?
Amen.
His blood was superior to David's blood.
But with the precious blood.
With the precious blood of who? Of David.
Of Christ.
Of David.
Of Christ.
Of David.
Of Christ.
His
And,
body was in the likeness